up to my favorite bunch of beauties? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on how to achieve a flawless foundation base for mature skin. Our skin deserves the best care at all ages, and of course as we age we have different concerns. So I am going to show you how to achieve a radiant, flawless base that enhances the natural beauty. So I am going to zoom in and we are going to get started. Alright, so we are all zoomed in. There is nothing on my face right now except my moisturizer. And the moisturizer that I used is the Tatcha the Dewy Skin Cream. So it's not the same as the water cream. It has a little bit more, I would say, substance to it, and it does a fantastic job of moisturizing. As you can see, my skin looks very moisturized already. And then once you get that done, you want to apply your primer. And I chose actually a different primer than I normally use, and that is because this one is moisturizing and soothing. This one I actually got from a BoxyCharm, and it's called the Up Beauty Perfect Primer Perfect Base, and it has a matte finish to it, and it looks like this. And it claims to be vegan. It says it reduces redness, cruelty-free, silicone-free, moisturizing, and soothing. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. It actually looks like a face cream, which is why I decided to go ahead and try this one. It looks like this. That might be a little bit too much, but we are going to dot it everywhere that I normally put my primer. I am actually going to be using a primer brush because I like the way it feels. It's sort of like brush therapy, but you can also massage this into your face, and I can tell you from first application that this is a very moisturizing primer, and I hope that it is going to dry matte because I have a tendency to be just a little bit oily in the T-zone, but my skin is still considered normal. Alright, so with that done, we want to choose a foundation, of course the right color and the right formula for your skin type. And I chose the Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation, and it does have SPF 25. This one I believe I mentioned in my video, one of my videos last week, has lots of skincare ingredients. It actually says it's skincare powered. It has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptides, squalane, provitamin B5, arnica, caffeine, and artemisia flower, which the first few that I said I know are perfect for anti-aging and just taking care of your skin in general. So this one I believe has a bit of a medium coverage, and I am going to do a couple of steps. Let's see, we're going to use the Sonia G Jumbo Base, but I'm also going to finish up with a sponge. So I'm going to do what I normally do and dot this all over the face, and I have a little bit left on the back of my hand just in case I need more. And if you see me looking down, my mirror is under my camera. So one tip that I have while I put this on is that you want to make sure you have, it depends on your skin condition. Some of us like a full coverage because we have quite a bit that we want to cover up, but I think for the most part it's best to try something that is buildable, which this is very buildable, and you want it a little bit on the dewy side because we do want to be radiant. You don't want to make your skin look dry, because drier looking skin is going to be older looking skin. All right, and I am going to take the rest of this. We're going to concentrate here, even though I'm going to go in with my concealer. I just want to sort of build it up in a couple of places. Sorry. Build it up in a couple of places. I never mind something showing through my foundation. I prefer a medium coverage. And we'll go a little bit under the eyes because, like I said, I am going to be using a concealer. And I tend to go here. You don't want to forget to go like here and sometimes into your ears so that it looks more natural. All right, so I'm just going to wipe this off. And like I said, this is going to be sort of a two-step foundation application. So for me, that second step is going to be with my beauty sponge, and I'm just going to go over and kind of just pat it in so that it goes into the skin, and it will make any brush marks that I may have disappear. And it kind of makes it less cakey. IMO, less cakey when you go to set it. Alright, and it didn't even really take that much of my foundation off. My sponge is damp, but only slightly damp, and I'm using the butt of it. Alright, so that part is done. And the next thing we want to do is apply our concealer. And this, of course, we know concealer is for tackling any areas that are dark or you have dark spots. With African American skin, we tend to have, I don't want to call it like melasma, but we tend to have like a natural darkness like around the edges of our faces. So I'm going to be applying concealer there, here, and this is a brush from Juvia's Place, and it is a blending brush. So what I'm going to do is just to hit my under eye circles, and I am using the Laura Geller Cancel and Conceal Skin Perfector, and it is in the shade Tan to Deep. And Laura Geller does sort of lean towards the more mature beauty. If you see any of her ads on like Instagram, she is really into mature beauty, so her products are going to be perfect for mature skin. And this concealer has a little bit of an orange tint to it, so it is going to do a great job of canceling out any darkness. And I'm going in with it lightly because I don't want it to like crease. I am going to set it, but I don't want it to crease at the same time, so I'm trying not to put too much up under there. And we'll go into that dark. The corners right here of my under eyes tend to be where I have the most darkness. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little over my lip and like around the nose here. I am definitely, I usually get kind of like red here, and definitely have darkness over my lip and sort of here as well. So I'll just kind of drag it down this way. All right, and that is it for my concealer. If you want, you can also use your beauty sponge and kind of tap it in also, or you can just use your finger. And your finger, you can actually really get into the corners that you want to get into, and the heat from your skin will also sort of have it melt in. I have something white on my face. All right, then I am going to set my skin, and I am going to be using the sister product to my foundation, and that is going to be the Kosas Cloud Set setting powder, I guess, in the shade Softly. And you can use a translucent. So this, I guess, is translucent, but it's a little bit tinted, I guess, for darker skin tones. But you can also use just like the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. But this is what I am going to be using. I always like to use a fluffy brush. Even though this says it is a bronzer brush, it is a huge brush. So I am going to be using it for my powder today. And this is the Sephora Pro Bronzer 80. And we are just going to tap that in and up under the eye to set it. And this setting powder I do like because, as you can see, it'll set your face, but it does not take the radiance away. So my skin is set, and because the other products that I am using are going to be powders, I am okay with setting my face now. All right, so my face is set, and the next thing I am going to do is, let me grab this brush here, and this is the Niji Pro from Sonia G. And I am going to bronze. And for the most part, bronzer does not really go in the same place that contour goes. It goes more up on the apples of your cheeks. So we are going to be careful. I am using the LYS No Limits Matte bronzer in the shade Strength, which is dark, and it is just going to kind of go here and here. And I should have used this last week because this Niji Pro keeps me from going all over places that I don't want to go. I'm going to put some here in my hairline, and I am just going to go sort of under here. Okay. All right, so that is it. And then the last item that I am going to use to complete this flawless base is a blush. And I think that because of the palette that I'm using today, I am going to go with the Lethal Cosmetics trio that I put together, and we're going to go into this shade here. And let me grab something to pop this out. Good, I already have a paper clip ready for just such an occasion. All right, and this is the shade Ornamental. So we're going to be using the shade Ornamental on our cheeks today. And I feel like I didn't show you that. I feel like I showed you and took it away too fast, but that's what Ornamental looks like. And I am hoping for Ornamental to give me a bit of a glow along with the color. So we are going to just tap my brush into it. These are powdery blushes from Lethal Cosmetics, and I have found that they are very pigmented. Now I forgot which side I put that on. Okay, because I tapped it all off. All right, so I am going to start from here and come down, and I got just exactly what I wanted from this blush. Really pretty, really glowy. I don't need a highlighter because this is gorgeous. It almost just tops off my bronzer. I'm gonna put a little bit here because it's highlighty. Yeah, we like that. All right. So that, my friends, is pretty much it. I am gonna set my face so it can already be set before I go to do my, I just love the like coolness I get from Fix Plus. So that's what I use to set my face. And like I was saying before, the Fix Plus is my favorite because it sort of makes all of the makeup settle down and you don't have that powdery look, which I don't think I had that powdery look anyway. But that is it. This is my base. I have done a decent job of getting rid of the dark spots, the dark area here. I think my skin looks nice and glowy. Perfect for summer. I am zooming out, sorry. Perfect for summer. And it looks nice and youthful and healthy. My nose looks a little bit like Rudolph, so we will wipe that off a bit. But that is it, you all. That is how to create a flawless foundation base plus blush and bronzer for mature skin. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are already subscribed, please make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I have a new video coming out. Have a great day, and don't let your day be a waste of makeup. Bye.